Hello and welcome to TV Chef Fantasy League. I'm your host and commissioner, Sierra Cato, here in the studio with both Mike Cabalon and Iffy Wadue.
What's up? Your boy's here.
That's the siren that
exciting.
sounds when we're all in the...
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
know. I was in
It's a good
London. I did...
Brag.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did we talk about... Yeah, I think I talked about Chisum while I was still over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dishoom. Dishoom.
Get it right.
The land of Dishoom.
That's it. I was in Atlanta. I didn't do any big eats there. I went to Margaritaville.
Oh,
a
that's
eat.
big eats.
Yeah.
That's
how,
big
eats.
How were the margaritas?
Always great.
Have you not been to Margaritaville?
I have. I think
Oh,
I went to
okay.
one in...
I've been to them in multiple cities.
Yeah, I think I've been to one in
Yeah.
Houston or Tennessee.
Okay, yeah.
I can't
They're fun.
remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I fuck with Margaritaville. It was really tasty. And the drinks were great, and that's all I really need.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now, going down under.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. What are you
Pretty
looking forward
exciting.
to Australia-wise?
Well, somebody already said they linking me up. I'm gonna taste kangaroo. I'm gonna get
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
Get
that's
that
like
roo
big.
in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Go to the
'Cause-
zoo, look at some roos before I
Zoo in
eat
the
them.
Roo.
Emus, stare them down, help with the emu
Oh.
war. And that's really the only thing like major. But there is one spot that was in Chef's Table that I'm gonna look up.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
that I'm gonna try and get.
Who's
into.
the I this is crazy. I've never watched any of the chef's tables.
Really?
I'm aware of them, but I just haven't sat down
Yeah.
to watch them. What chef was in Australia?
I forgot. Let me. Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a little
you're-
Goog
you're
myself.
clicking real quick.
Thanks.
Yeah. Boom.
Chef's Table Australia. This one says
Yeah,
Ben
Ben-
Shuri.
Yeah,
Is that
Ben
right?
Shuri.
Episode
Okay.
5
Yeah.
of season 1.
Oh, exciting. Okay.
Very exciting.
What was the name of his place? Does it have it?
Let's see here.
This has to be our listeners' favorite bit is when we Google things in
Attica.
real time.
Attica.
Attica.
Yeah. Yes.
Melbourne?
Exactly. Yes.
Melbourne.
And that's where I'm gonna be in
Melbourne?
Melbourne.
Well, are
and
you going to go check out the Master Chef studio?
That's right. Yeah.
Master
I'm
Chef
gonna go-
America?
I'm gonna look for anyone in a big cowboy hat who's trying to pretend to be American. That's gonna be my mission. Oh,
There was
There are a lot of them.
I'll bring this up. Yvonne did a Reddit AMA. I didn't learn that much from it. It was mostly
Okay.
people just being like, "You got robbed," and also,
Yeah.
what's your hair care routine?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. her
Both
hair was
valid
really
statements
rockin'.
and questions.
yeah.
But if that's of interest to you, you can check that out on Reddit.
Oh, they didn't say anything about Australia though.
People asked, but she kind of just had the same response that the other contestants who have done AMAs have said, which is just like, yeah, it's weird they didn't tell the audience that we were in Australia. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. We were there. Yeah. What
Yeah.
a strange place.
Well, it's funny because it's pretty obvious then that there wasn't like a gag order on that where they had to pretend that they weren't
Right,
in Australia.
right.
So yeah, you would think that's an element they can like dive into
Yeah.
for a theming.
Sure.
But I think it's because I remember when we covered it earlier in our MasterChef season, it was sort of like a leak. And I think once the information's out there, you can't pretend it's not out there. You have to just address it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right. I mean, so a lot of things, as we know, shoot outside of the U.S., not just Great British Bacon Show, but also because we've talked about the floor here and
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it shoots in Dublin.
Yeah.
And this
Dublin.
season, who our friend
good
John
Irish.
Braylock is on.
Friend of the pod, John
friend
Braylock.
of the pod, John.
Braylock, yeah.
Hope he wins. They're doing, like, when I started watching, they're doing this thing where it's like Battle of the States. And it's like...
What state do they have him representing?
I haven't seen yet because he
Okay.
hasn't battled yet. I mean, that I've seen yet. But basically, yeah, it's everybody. There's like 2, because there's 100 total contestants. There's 2 from each state, the
Right.
Senate system. And, they make it all about, oh, it's Utah. Oh, it's this, and it's like, I feel like they doubled down on the U.S. because it got out that
Oh, sure.
and it's also on Fox, so
Yeah.
there's this whole, it's like America, but like
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not even there.
Yeah.
But Chocolate Week, everybody. Shall we get into it?
Chocolate Week, and look,
Perfect.
British break
last
off.
season I made a Chocolate Week black people joke,
Okay.
and this
Immediately canceled.
Yeah, this season I was beaten to the punch.
They had some good
That's right.
Chocolate Week
She's like,
jokes.
I like that you like dark chocolate.
Once again, a perfect British.
Perfect.
Love it.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Got it.
Your time in London really paid off.
Yes.
We
There's
had
been many times, and also not only am I in London, I am listening to the Demon Slayer series by
Oh.
William King.
Okay.
It's based
narrated.
on
Oh.
Gotrek and Felix from
Oh.
the Warhammer fantasy universe, and I'm doing an audiobook for the first time.
Oh.
And so my reader is British,
Ooh.
and then he does all the voices, which is always so funny
Yeah.
because I started reading it I was reading it and my buddy's like, just try the audiobook. And I've always been like, I don't know how I'm gonna do the audiobook. I don't know if it's gonna work the same.
Yeah.
I believe it now.
Fully
audio.
in.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
all in. If you have ADHD, consider audiobooks.
Yeah.
You less time flipping back because you had an idea.
But then I find, does your mind wander while listening?
That
That happens to me.
So with
Yes.
me, I'm driving, so that's what I've been. So I'm kind of already doing something idle, or when I'm like building my minis, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But
That's
I don't think I'm ever going to be able to be like still.
Same.
and
Yeah,
do
it's
it.
Right,
it's while
right.
driving, and for me, it's like it has to be a nonfiction book
Mm.
because a nonfiction book is generally structured like chapter 4, this topic, and if you have to pay attention to like, oh, I got emergence lane of traffic or whatever, and you miss a sentence, it's fine
Right,
because you're
right.
still talking about the same topic.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're listening to a fiction audiobook, you might miss the one key sentence where it's
Sure.
like, and he did kill her, and
Oh,
and I wasn't paying
yeah.
attention, and I'm
Wait,
like,
what
oh
happened to
no,
that girl?
yeah.
That does happen sometimes, but I'm me and the 30 seconds back button as a friend. I'm like,
Gotta do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I like lost my place in this book, and then I just put my bookmark back in randomly, and I realized I just like didn't read the last like 20 pages. I was like, wow, this is all
Skipped
new
it
information.
completely,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so
Okay, chocolate week.
listen, it's Chocolate Week. Noel is wearing a psychedelic print with cheetahs. Did you guys
Great.
catch this? It was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, signature challenge. We'll get into it. Basically, they have to make highly decorated chocolate mousse cups, which are indulgent chocolate mousse desserts inside chocolate cups, and there must be also a baked element in the cups. Very exciting. Everybody was very creative with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like just expecting little.
Well,
like,
I was gonna say
Reese's
everyone
cups.
was very creative except for 2 people who did the exact same creative thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a creative thing.
Yes.
But
I
yes, they
would-
did the same thing.
I think me personally, I would have beat Tom's ass. I just would have just
If you're
That's
Aaron
it.
and
Yeah,
he,
yeah,
Yeah, that-
because Tom like elevated what Aaron did in
Yeah,
every
yeah,
way
yeah.
because it was like I feel like if I'm like reading the takes, Aaron had like the better kind of tasting thing, but Tom like put the like espresso art on top of it.
well, Aaron also fucked up an element of it, right?
it
I
it
don't-
didn't set.
It didn't
the
set.
Oh,
mood.
That's
right,
what it
yes.
was. Yeah,
But
yeah,
that was,
Aaron-
that was
Oh yeah, that didn't set. That's correct.
Yeah.
Tom, though, looking at Aaron's was like, oh, he got
He did the white
the
lids,
lids. Yeah,
which was
so that was
clever.
cool.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
then you just because he just did 2 kind of light chocolate lid and
Yeah.
cup, but this one was like the dark cup plus the white lid, which does look very like plastic,
yeah.
I do kind of
latte.
no. Okay, I'm gonna save what I'm about to say for the end when we talk about Star Baker.
okay.
Yeah,
But remind me
there's
to
a
talk
lot to
about
discuss
Aaron.
there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool. But yes, I would say, yeah, it was funny to do the Aaron v. Tom with
Yeah.
the cups.
Yeah.
Very funny.
It
Really
was
trying
just
to
so
egg 'em on.
clear. Like Aaron's was like very like simplistic,
Yeah,
and I think
okay.
Aaron was trying to do the smart thing of not going too hard.
Yeah.
and like blowing.
Yeah. Don't aim too high.
Yeah, but then Tom, who is like just been killing
Excellent,
it,
Yeah.
like he's definitely won the beat this season.
Yeah. I think so.
So he was able to like take that, and once I saw he did the like this espresso art on top, I was like,
yeah.
that is the
That's a
that-
wrap.
I was like, yeah, that's
Pretty
the
good.
touch that goes
Yeah.
over yours, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but Aaron did have his mini almond croissants.
Yeah.
So
Those
that was
were cute.
Yeah,
that was
those were
cute and seemed hard to execute.
Love those.
Battle of the Cups. Okay, so we'll they kind of were last here, so we'll kind of discuss them more in detail. But I was going to start with Toby because they
Oh,
went him
Toby.
first. He had his chocolate orange mousse cups with orange soaked Earl Grey sponge, orange gel, and mousse.
This I was like shocked at how miraculously he recovered because the edit was
Yeah.
like,
This guy's
oh,
a
he's
disaster
really
land.
fucking it
Yeah.
up. He pours in like pure liquid at the end, like this is gonna be terrible, and they're like, that's not bad. And I was
No,
like,
yeah, they-
Jesus.
Yes.
I know they
I mean,
actually liked it.
Even he had that reaction.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
Of
Yeah,
course.
it's like, oh,
Yeah,
sure.
yes.
Of
Yes,
that's what I
thank
meant
God.
for it
Yeah.
to be not bad.
yes.
Right. I mean, orange and chocolate, a classic, always mentioned.
Chocolate
But yeah, he had the problem where it cracked a bit. He did have to start over, so he gets half a point for that.
Yep. Yeah.
So he had to start over his chocolates, but they still cracked. Okay, he did mention this. There might be enough fruit in here to get your 5 a day, which I looked up is like a UK health thing where
We
you're
have
supposed to
that
have
here.
5
5
fruit
servings of fruit
a
and
day?
veggies a day.
Do we have that?
Do we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I haven't
Okay,
done
You
that's
that.
are a
good.
malnourished.
Yeah, that's probably a
Oh,
Vegas
shoot.
thing. Don't worry, that's
Yeah,
probably
I
some
know.
shit they doing out in Vegas.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Desert fruits.
Yeah,
Wait,
so-
you also didn't have that?
No, I didn't have that either.
I haven't
Probably
heard
from all
that
them cigarettes and
specifically.
casinos.
5 a day.
They're trying to.
Yeah, they're like,
they're
you're going to
trying
take one
Yeah,
puff
you
of the
gotta balance
cigar,
it out.
you got to eat
You
a
gotta
blueberry.
balance it out.
No, I think I vaguely remember the 5 a day
5 a day.
campaign.
Okay.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know the food pyramid is shit. You know,
Yeah.
Well,
that's
that
crap.
okay. We threw that out a long
Yeah.
time ago.
That's true. That was a
Yeah.
long time ago. Now, then it turned into something else.
It was
right?
the plate with
Oh, the
like 4
plate.
little sections on the plate, and now I think we have nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Great.
was stripped for parts from
Yeah.
the U.S. government.
Okay, I got to get my fiber. That's the thing. This is why I have high cholesterol. I
Yeah.
have a
Do you
little-
really?
Yeah, I have a little bit.
Do you take
Well,
Lipitor?
No, I luckily don't have to. Well, okay, I will say this. It's like that on the chart for my
Yeah.
blood test,
Oh,
but then
sure.
my doctor's like, it's fine. Like Asians have high cholesterol.
We do?
You did.
Well, yeah, she
you
says-
did. You did.
She's Asian, so I
Okay,
trust her. I
all
trust
right.
her.
Because
but I
anytime my
would-
doctor's like, that's just a black thing. I need a new one.
yeah, we need to
Need
get a second opinion.
opinion.
Yeah, you're right. Don't trust everything. You always make sure you check. But I think it was basically like your total cholesterol is high, so it's like if the bad cholesterol is a certain percentage.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if it's like a higher
Oh.
percentage, then maybe you're in trouble. But if everything's high, then you're just
Oh, interesting.
you're just a cholesterol gal like me.
Wow,
No, so
okay.
anyway, but always I talked with my friend who's a nutritionist by trade, and she's like, just have more fiber and like
Yeah.
eat more vegetables. I'm like,
Get your
"Okay, I
5 a
guess
day."
so."
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah, 5 a day.
and we're gonna come with the food thing now, especially with RFK or whatever.
Oh right.
yeah,
we're
yeah.
all
Yeah,
in
we'll have the
trouble.
food cigarette.
Yeah, we're all gonna have to go to the tanning booth.
The cigarette.
Oh,
It's
no.
like a cigarette.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's your best
it's
impression
good.
yet.
Yeah. I'm like,
Wow,
Yeah,
I
try it
hate
out with
that I
me.
burned my good one on RFK Jr.
it's all good. Yeah, it's a painful one. But yes, we will all get our 5 a day soon. Jasmine, just a star.
Just crushing.
Chocolate praline mousse cups with hazelnut core mousse and tuile.
Sounds good. That's like
Hazelnut.
on paper. I'm like, that is my flavor profile. That's my kind of dessert. And then visually, I was like, gorgeous, perfect.
Yeah.
Ugh, neat as a pin, always.
Yeah.
They loved the strong hazelnut flavor. Said it was a pleasure to eat.
Mm.
The mousse texture was a little softened too much, but that was the only complaint they had.
Yeah.
Next was Natalia. More berries. So she did her Granny's Garden mousse cups with mixed berry compote, chican sponge, amaretto chocolate mousse. No evidence that her grandma passed, so I
Yeah.
No
left that
points.
alone.
But also, I will say, just berries on berries. I think it's fair to say she's a little lass who likes berries and cream.
Oh, bringing it back.
I saw Mike staring at my.
You were
I was
like,
like, where's this
Yeah,
going?
you were waiting with
And my
me.
Where's it going?
Stupid grin the whole time to get that joke that got a middling response. But I'm
It's-
sure the pots and pans at home,
Pots and pans.
they're like, it's like someone
Someone
just
loved it.
someone is at work and was like, ha! And then they're like,
Right. They
oh,
have to apologize to their coworkers.
Yeah.
Diane, you know the rule is no podcasts.
Oh,
you know
no.
The rule is no
So
podcast
sorry.
at work. Sorry, Diane.
Sorry, Diane.
Got everybody in trouble. But the mugs had handles. Her
That was
berry
cute.
mugs.
That's
That was cute.
I'll give it that.
Setting on mousse was not great or whatever. They weren't really sure about it, but that was.
I also liked, I'll say, the decor on the outside of her mugs.
Yeah.
I was like, I would see these mugs at a Home Goods. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Ooh, that's a high praise. You mean for sale at Home Goods? Wonderful.
It was borderline like an illusion bake where I was like, this doesn't look like
Oh,
a
wow.
Yeah.
bake meant to evoke a mug. It
Yeah.
looks like a mug.
Hell yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, to me.
That's good. That's good. Ian had his Krieg.
Yeah,
I don't
correct.
know what that means, but
Yeah.
dark
Krieg-
chocolate
Krieg-
mousse. Krieg.
Yeah, this was another one that looked like I was like, oh, real goblet. It was a shame
Yeah.
he couldn't finish
Very-
his.
Oh, right.
Very
This,
gothic.
His chantilly cream.
Chantilly.
Yeah.
But yes, he did have the nice like goblet look of like,
Yeah.
you just think somebody, a Circe is sipping from that goblet, you know,
Yeah.
Very
chugging down that brandy.
Very on trend, I think, for right now. You know.
Pretty cool. The cherry beer gel, that was like his big thing.
Yeah.
A beer
Yeah.
thing they were trying to
Yeah,
drink.
they were
They split
sipping
the
it.
beer,
Yeah,
That was
I
cute.
know it was very, very cute moment.
So yeah, he did well. Leslie had her tiramisu mousse cups,
Mm.
mascarpone cream, a little brandy, ladyfinger biscuits, love ladyfinger biscuits, walnut praline, and just 6 separate elements total. So it was
You
a lot
love
going on.
ladyfinger biscuits? That was your personal comment there?
I do, yeah.
I've never had one outside of a tiramisu, I don't think.
Yes.
Oh, I would recommend. I think, let's see, I haven't had them in a long time, and as a kid, I was a sweet tooth, so maybe I just liked the fact that there was a cookie. But yeah, they're like soft.
Where did you procure I'm like, context-wise, I
think I
only
have
know
had
it
it.
as an element of tiramisu.
I think probably from I feel like it's like from a Trader Joe's or something, you know what
Sure,
I mean? Or
okay, I
maybe
believe
somebody had it at something and I
Yeah.
ate it. I don't know. But yeah, it is
That was
it is
the
a
vaguest
soft...
possible.
Yeah, well, I'm like,
A,
I don't
a
know.
person had it and I ate
Person
it.
had it
I don't
and I
know.
ate it.
Anyway, moving on.
You've
What
never
happened?
you've never had ladyfingers, have you? No, you over here lying.
Oh, no, I've tried my best. Yeah, they're like soft, and I assume that you want to eat it with like milk or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
they're so
It seemed like
soft,
a
they probably
dipping.
disintegrate a little bit, so you got to be careful.
Or you soak them
Like a
in
lady's
espresso and
finger.
you throw it in a tiramisu.
Sure.
That's why I think they only exist in tiramisus, because it's like they're useless to eat otherwise. They're just going to crumble, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in your mouth.
Someone is going to write and be like, they sell them at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, or they're maybe just like in bulk somewhere where you're supposed to buy them to make tiramisu, but maybe you can just
We
eat them.
did. Okay, so I'll say this: we did get a few pots and pans writing in from last week to tell us that you can just buy golden syrup at the supermarket.
Okay.
Everyone dropped the name of their local supermarket, no matter what part of the country. And they're like, it's at
Okay.
Kroger, it's at Vaughn's, or whatever. And it's
Nice.
just apparently you can just go to the international section and there's golden syrup right there.
All right,
Nice.
well,
Okay,
looks
well,
like I'm gonna
that's-
get some golden
That's
syrup.
exciting. Thank you for the tip. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
Dude,
Get that good caramel flavor.
Yeah.
Caramelized sugar flavor. Okay. I'll move on to, well, I guess what they said about Leslie's were that it was a little busy and the chocolate mousse layer was too thin. So some complaints,
Yeah.
but all around very
Yes,
exciting.
I just looked it up just to save our pots and pans some times. Yes, you can get Goya Ladyfinger biscuits at Walmart.
Oh, wow.
There's
Okay, great. That's gotta be
Marini's
top.
Okay, I guess I'll go
Savoiardi.
fuck
Top-notch.
myself then.
Yeah.
I mean, those
Yeah.
probably aren't the best. I would like.
You would know as the
I don't know.
Ladyfinger expert,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You know, you
yeah.
just had so
I've
many.
had some.
You know,
in
when
my
you
day.
would, someone would have them and you would eat
Someone
them.
would have them. I would eat them. You think I would refuse? No, I would eat them. People with ladyfingers hate to see me coming. I'll eat them. All right,
We're gonna drop
Nadia.
a shirt on our merch store. It just says, if you got them, I'll eat them.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
merch.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be about ladyfingers. It can be about anything.
If you got them, I'll eat them. Ooh, yeah, that's a shirt.
Oh, well, they
This
said
is
they
how
can
we
make
gotta make
shirts. Okay.
Yes,
Let us
please
know.
don't forget that we are able to make shirts basically on demand.
Okay, we can make
Amazing.
shirts.
Gabe
Amazing.
interjecting to tell us that is a
Can't
distinct
wait.
possibility.
I mean,
Yeah.
then, right?
Also-
if
Don't give me
There's
that
interest.
information. Got a lot of quotables. A lot of quotables over.
exactly. Well, if there's demand, let us know. Okay. So let's see. Nadia. Oh, Nadia.
Oh,
She's
Nadia.
mine, and she had a tough time. But anyway,
Yeah.
she did her summer strawberry delight, white chocolate pistachio cream, Viennese biscuit, white chocolate and strawberry mousse. She also started over here, but she also started over a bunch in this episode. So I wasn't
yeah.
positive about this time, but this starts over later. So she will get half a point this episode.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
not
a
her
lot of
weekia.
that. Not her
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Did you
but-
just Nadia her
Oh,
weekend?
Nadia.
Yeah,
her
I
weekend.
said-
I didn't
Okay.
quite
Yeah, I
hear
said
that.
it was
That
not
was a stretch.
her weekia.
Now that's a shirt
That's yeah.
for
Yeah,
1%.
Yeah.
But we'll do. For you and Nadia. Okay. They were a bit messy. Strawberry mousse was delicious, but a bit soft. Biscuit should have been crispier. So a lot of all too soft elements here. Tough time. And let's get to the Battle of the Cups. So that was Aaron, as we mentioned, with his caramel
Tiramisu.
tiramisu
Musiato. Okay.
mousse cups molded in dark chocolate espresso cups and lids and mini almond croissants. His were like, they really loved the look. It was neat. Flavors were heavenly, but the mousse wasn't set. And then Tom with his tiramisu, adding biscotti to his cups, dark chocolate mousse, white chocolate marsala mousse on top. Very neat. Perfect
Yeah.
texture.
Handshake.
Could be for sale in patisserie shop in Paris. Yeah, got the handshake. So first
Yeah,
handshake of
just
the episode.
after too, Noel was like, "Do you feel like you have a rivalry with Tom?
Oh
he
my
has
god, yeah.
2 handshakes and you have none."
They were so egging
Really
him
yeah,
on.
yeah.
I was mad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Trying to
We'll see
create
how that
drama. That's
hands.
American style reality show.
Oh
Right,
yeah.
right.
I would say that's some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
By the way, sidebar for American reality TV. You guys watching the new Love Is Blind?
No,
I
but
don't- I don't
I
watch
heard
it.
it's wild.
Uh-oh.
I love A Love Is Blind. You don't like messy TV?
No, I should, but I just never got into it, and then I keep forgetting.
I love this current season. There is a storyline about an Asian American man and a white woman that I don't want to talk about because it just came out, and like one of my pet peeves is when like the internet talks about something and it's like it just came out. Give me a second. I
Okay.
still haven't
Okay,
listened to the new Taylor Swift album. Like give me a second.
Sure.
You know
Let
what
me
I mean?
form my own opinion.
But if you want to DM with your takes, like I need to engage in the discourse because it
It's loaded. That's loaded.
Okay,
it really
Is it-
encompasses
is
like
it
all of
intense?
the like all of the feelings that like every Asian man in America has about like just internalized racism and like societal standards
Oh,
of beauty, and I'm like, it is so. I just want to talk about it to as
And-
many people as
and,
possible.
Love Is Blind releases weekly, right?
They do batches now, so it's
Okay.
like they release the first 6 episodes, I think,
Okay.
in this batch, and then in another week or 2 they'll do another batch.
All right, I'm diving in because
I did. This is another mailbag thing. Last week I was like, any pots or pans with thoughts or opinions
Oh,
on
right.
Next Gen Chef,
Oh, right.
write in, and Court did, and so I just gave my opinion on that. And again, not going to discuss it on air because what if we cover it later?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
I'm all in on the other reality shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack.
There's a lot, and I do nothing with my time, so I kind of.
I mean, you and me both. What else is there to do? Okay, so yes, we did get that handshake at the end there with Tom, and that leaves us with the technical challenge. Next, we got
Terrible technical challenge.
Yeah, this one was tough.
They really, every single person, I kept waiting for him to reach another tart and be like, this one's pretty good. And just, they all bombed.
Yeah, it was rough, and to me, and I'm saying this in regards to like the other technical challenge and not comparing against my actual baking abilities, which
Okay.
are
Well, no, that's
Yeah.
a given for any person who watches the show.
Yeah.
I
But-
couldn't do a single
No.
thing they do on this show.
This seems
No
like
idea.
one of the easier ones because it's kind of like, hey, take this thing and just do your own thing.
Yeah.
Instead of try and decipher what the flavors
Yeah.
are and then try and build it backwards. It's like,
Yeah.
no, know how to do it. And like, I feel like, Paul wasn't off when he was like, well, everyone should know how to do this like short bread.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. And like everyone's kind of like, yeah, I kind of know how to do it. And then they all still made them too thick.
Yeah.
Right. That was, it was either that or they broke or whatever.
Yeah.
But this was the first instance of the gingham pantry.
Gingham man.
Felt very American.
Oh, okay.
It felt very, it's that's like Next Level Chef, another Gordon
Yeah.
Ramsay joint where it's like you get 30 seconds to grab what you can from this pantry and then
Right.
you're done. And you got to use that, and that's it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that was a little different. So basically they had to make a white chocolate tart featuring a short crust pastry and white chocolate ganache. 5 minutes to choose ingredients from this gingham pantry that they introduced, and then whatever they choose, they have to use. And of course, this was kind of the first time they let the bakers finish a technical as they like. So it kind of felt like, okay, this is an experiment.
They're trying some
maybe
things.
maybe it kind of. But what was good, I guess, is it did create such a spread that like it was clear who was up and who was down.
Yeah.
Even though nobody like knocked it out of the park. But I mean, it gave, we'll go through it, but it obviously kind of switched the order around. Like we didn't have the usual winners.
I think
winning.
so. I think the
well,
person
kind
who got number 2 would have gotten number 1 if it were not a white chocolate challenge. It was just
Right,
like it was
right.
too much dark chocolate.
Yeah.
But it was objectively the best bake.
of.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, that was the discrepancy there. So so we'll go into these rankings. 8th was Nadia. Nadia's week, yeah.
Yeah.
She also started over here, but then ended up even using the first shell that she made because the second one broke, and it wasn't baked enough, so that's why it broke. Pastry was too thick. They called it concrete walls, underbaked also, and then the color and flavor was off, so hers was just all
Pretty
around
bad.
not great.
Yeah.
7th was Ian. His broke when he was sliding onto the cake stand.
That was hard
That
to watch.
sucked,
Yeah.
His was also pale, and then the delicate pastry needed longer in the oven. The flavors were lovely and fresh, though, so that was nice. 6th was Natalia with her passion fruit. Hers was kind of loose and had a thick crust, but it was cool. She picked passion fruit because that's kind of what they had.
That was
in
their
the-
example. Yeah.
Yeah. 5th was Toby, so Techie Toby wasn't so techie this week. But yeah, he made his pastry a little too overworked. They could tell, and the flavor combos though were great. But yeah, he just overworked that a bit. Tom came in 4th with his the pastry snap was nice, but not delicious. I think the basil or something got in the way.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He was the basil. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Basil.
Yeah.
Basil.
Oh, basil.
And then
yeah.
was Ian the one who grabbed one single leaf of?
Oh, he had like
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
So yes, I have this one basil I will use.
Could go a long way. And then here in point making territory, we have 3rd was Aaron with his flavors were all right. Just needed a little filling up to the top, but he gets half a point. 2nd, Jasmine. Hers again was probably the best, but her dark chocolate overwhelmed the white chocolate, though it was delicious, and that's a point for her. And then Leslie came in 1st.
My girl Leslie coming back.
I was
Very
surprised.
nice.
Contrary,
See.
contrary
Good for
to
her.
some people's old cons, looks like
Keeps
old
coming back.
is
Yeah,
the new.
that's right. I
Okay,
eat
but
my
I'll
words.
say
Uh-huh.
again, her bake didn't look. It looked like runny. It was soupy, and the only
Sure,
reason
key lime.
Jasmine didn't win was because
She didn't do what she was asked to.
That's,
she
that's
should've.
true.
She should have
Like
done
at the
white
end of the day,
Yeah.
you got to do
Too
what's
much dark
asked.
chocolate.
And all, but poor Leslie didn't let it set, but
Yeah.
that's because she was
Yeah.
too focused on what she was supposed to do.
That's true. And it just needed a bit longer. So maybe if it had sat a little,
Yeah.
if they had
Sure.
walked in the tent like 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a first for Leslie. She gets half a point there. I mean, sorry, a point and a half there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that brings us to our showstopper challenge. So in this one, I noticed they didn't even really discuss. Sometimes they deliberate before the showstopper and say
Yeah.
who's in line and all
Oh,
that.
I didn't even
I think
notice
they skipped
that.
that this
Yeah.
time.
Interesting.
Maybe because it's like so apparent that Nadia's last. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
They didn't need to pile on.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, we'll skip that. But this challenge for the showstopper was create a chocolatey fondue display with highly decorated chocolate centerpiece, edible dipping parts that house the chocolate sauce, and then theme it all and make sure it has a baked element.
Loved it.
Very exciting.
Such a fun challenge.
Love to see all the flowing
Phallic trees.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and yeah, of course, flat phallic trees. But yeah, the flowing fondue, it actually like worked like a fountain or a
I appreciate the people who did that
lava.
because some people interpreted the challenge to mean build a bucket, basically. They're like build a bowl that you can dip anything into. And I was like,
Build a slop
that's not
bucket
the.
to
It's
slop it in,
kind of
yeah.
They're like you
Yeah.
pour the cream into the bucket, and I'm like, no, I want the
Right, to flow.
the Mount Vesuvius,
Yeah,
the
the
waterfall, the
waterfall.
tree, anything where there's like motion and activity. I'm like, that's what you want at a fondue.
Yeah.
yeah.
Otherwise, just a bowl of pudding,
yeah.
Yeah.
Slop your slop in. But yeah, here's Natalia. Speaking of Mount Vesuvius, she did her last day of Pompeii.
Gorgeous.
It was from
Really
a puffed
loved it.
rice and chocolate cake, raspberry and white chocolate sauce that looked like lava, shoe biscuits with passion fruit cream. Yeah, really looked great.
So did you know how when you go to Pompeii they have all the like
Oh,
bodies
we've
there?
discussed. Yeah, we've discussed.
Oh yeah,
that.
we did discuss.
Wait,
them.
we've discussed what?
It might have been you. I don't know if you were here, but it was
Yeah,
please
yeah, it's-
recap for everybody.
How like all the bodies that
Yeah.
basically they poked a hole and then poured cement
Right.
in it, and it isn't just the bodies exhumed,
Right.
which most people, like me, have thought.
Oh, sure.
But
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
they're like, no, it's just they
It's a
burned
cast,
and
yeah.
then it
Disintegrates.
disintegrates,
Yeah,
and then they use that.
yeah, yeah.
And so we talked about it on the pod. I
We're
forget
right,
why.
to clear
You
it
know
up.
about the masturbating guy?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
my
right,
favorite
right. Yeah,
guy.
that's a good
That was
one.
my
That's
favorite
one of
guy.
the
He was
funniest
like,
men who's
Yeah,
ever
I
lived.
let's go.
Yeah.
But also, I'm like, you had
Funniest
to
people.
commit to die jerking off because lava doesn't move quickly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unless
Oh,
it was
sure.
like it just like
Like an avalanche or
yeah,
something.
like he just got that like cartoonish action movie.
Just,
plop of
yeah,
lava.
yeah.
It's like, oh!
Yeah, exactly.
You never know what's going on. But what a historical.
What a way to go out.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all timer.
maybe he was like, Hall of Fame bit guy who's like, this is gonna be so funny.
Yeah.
When they
I-
make
He's
museums
right.
of this.
Part of me wants to explain for the audience members who don't know what's happening, what we're talking about, and part of me is
Oh.
like, don't explain it because I want them to Google Mount Vesuvius or no,
Pompeii.
Yeah,
Pompeii
Pompeii.
masturbating guy.
Jerkin dude. Yeah, it definitely it's something worth looking up, I'm sure. But I think you get the gist, even if we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah, you
explain
get it.
too
Yeah.
much. Yeah. How would you, if you knew you were going to be, you got a last pose, what
Yeah.
would you choose?
That's so hard. It's so hard to beat masturbating guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna beat it. Or maybe it was a thing where his mom, they're running out like, we gotta go, grab
Right.
your jerkin, and then he
He's like, what?
misheard.
You want me to do that? Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
part of me wants to be like middle fingers, right?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
But you might lose some definition
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
like
they're
he's
these-
like,
small.
yeah,
The
he
fingers
was,
aren't-
He was meditating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
wow, he really
exactly.
was shaking his fists or
Yeah.
something.
yeah.
Dance
If you have
move?
4 friends like YMCA, I think that's kind of funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or if
I
you
was
have like 10 friends or however many letters, HOTTOGO.
Ooh.
that'll, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That'll be evergreen. But actually, I should, it is a lava. They are hot to go,
Yeah.
or hot,
That's
hot to
that.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it double funny.
Yeah. So I think we figured it out.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm the only one who answered. You guys want
Right
to do
in.
anything?
Well, I feel like
Oh,
lay
sure.
on the side,
Oh,
like,
sexy pose.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like in one of those portraits where you're like in a fur rug.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, have you guys seen that portrait of Gavin Newsom when he was like married to?
Whatever you're about to say, the answer is no, and I need to see it.
He was married to the person who's now married to like one of the Trumps or whatever.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. I'll show it. So Kimberly Guilfoyle, they used to be married, and they have like a portrait where they're literally like on the ground posed. I'll show you guys first, and then we'll show the camera.
Oh,
But kind
okay.
of what if he's describing,
That's
which is lying on the
sumptuous.
floor,
Yeah.
like in a decorative,
decadent
like
room.
rug. It's a very like on the nose elitist, I guess,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
with candelabras.
Okay.
Anyway, it's bizarre.
Okay.
Just in case anybody wanted to know. So you could do that.
Yeah.
I was thinking, maybe like a dance pose. I do like an arm on the arm, like creating holes. I think that looks cool. Like with
Okay.
Pompeii, like whether that's
Yeah.
you're doing with your knee laying down
Yeah.
or doing like a disco pose.
The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I kind of want a prop.
Yeah.
You got to get
Interesting.
something.
That's true. Yeah,
You know what I
something
mean?
that will hold its shape for a bit.
Yeah.
Will hold its shape, but will also disintegrate. You couldn't grab like a metal pot. You know what I mean? It's got to be
Right.
organic matter.
Of course, it could be good if you have the metal pot. Then they'll maybe find you sooner because they're like, "Ooh, a
Oh,
metal pot."
that's true. Yeah,
oh
yeah.
wait, who's this guy holding it?
Yeah.
What's his story?
Yeah.
He was cooking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
could be a pot or a pan.
Oh, there's a
Whoa.
metal.
Whoa.
There's a metal binder. Oh, it's his screenplay.
This is brilliant.
really
We should
good.
make it. Wow.
And this was unproduced.
Something must have
solved
been wrong with Hollywood.
Yeah, wow. Must have been a tough year. Okay, well, that's good. Right in with what your poses would be. I'm sure there's better ones out there. Let's move on. Tom had his ocean scene. He had the cool, like, molded sea creatures.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
really fun.
That apparently rose to the surface.
Yeah, they
We didn't get to
floated.
see it on camera, but they
Yeah.
they
Right.
described
But also,
it.
like, it seemed like he didn't know that
No,
was
definitely
gonna
not.
happen.
Definitely
He had
not.
no idea.
And they were
I mean,
like,
how would
wow,
you...
it's so cool. He was like,
Yeah,
I'm
for
into
sure.
that. Yeah.
That was a good answer.
Because it was like, otherwise, yeah, dog, that was not going to be seen.
Yeah,
Right, until you finish, like a challenge.
Yeah.
So that was cool. He did those lemon Madelines that didn't really quite have
I guess
the
they
right
didn't have the
structure.
hump, correct?
Yeah,
But
whatever.
it looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, I was obviously hating on him after what he did to my boy Aaron. But like,
Personally did to him.
But I was like, damn, this is the best one.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
one of the best.
He had solid construction. I think they really always like when, it's a clean building if
I
you're making
do
that.
just wish it wasn't a bucket. He falls into the bucket category. No flow
No
of
flow.
fondue.
That's true.
Just a big old bowl of fondue.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Bucket
Yeah.
boy.
I don't know. Because I kind of waffle on whether I want it to be a bucket or flowing with fondue. Because when it's flowing, I'm like, oh, somebody, hair will fall, people moving around.
It's so
it.
funny because like my brain,
Ew.
when you say that, like intellectually, I'm like, that's correct.
Yeah.
But in my heart, my instinct is like, no, it's like fresher because it's like
yeah.
it's aerated.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly,
mean?
yeah.
It's flowing.
Well, yeah, because we
Yeah.
think of like moving water versus
Yeah.
Right.
still water.
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly.
oh, no, don't
Still
drink
water,
the
gross.
still
Moving water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grab a
aerating.
cup, you know?
Yeah. Aerate that chocolate.
No, but you're right. It's
Yeah.
like flowing fat. It's like Augustus Gloop is in there.
Yeah.
Oh no, Gloop! I forgot about him. Yeah,
I'll eat him again.
Yeah, he's getting all
Should have
his.
been listening to your parents.
Oh no.
now you're in my tummy.
Oh yeah. He got stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so next we have Leslie with her Death by Chocolate. She did the dark chocolate cups. She had the cool isomalt chocolate bowls.
Looked gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah, and hers though kind of fell apart when they were doing it. She was, they were like, "Is
And
this
that's
gonna work?"
worth so much more to me.
At least she did
Yeah.
something. Inspired by crystals she found on the beach as a kid. But yeah, I feel like overall simple but effective. They said the profiteroles and biscuits were perfect. The buttercream a little gritty, but that was the only complaint. But again, doing great.
Yeah.
Aaron with his Pianola Grande.
Mm-hmm.
Tempered chocolate grand piano, which I thought was beautiful. It was like shiny and nice.
They
Yeah.
Loved it.
I love the
was
piano.
Loved it.
like I thought it was tight. Obviously I'm rooting for Aaron. That's my guy.
Sure.
But they were like, it must look way better in person, or it must be bigger than I'm kind of like, because when they're showing it on TV,
Yeah.
because they were like, I've never seen them be like, damn, that's so good. I did yell because when like at the end, Paul says something where he's like, that's like something that could be like that's like one of the best things I ever saw. or
Oh,
something.
right. Yeah.
And like out loud, I was like, then why didn't you give him a fucking handshake?
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you said,
confusing.
that's the best thing you've ever, and you didn't give him a handshake.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
That
that
was
was
kinda wild.
confusing. Because obviously, we'll get to this, but he's on top. And he didn't get a handshake, but he does get Star Baker. Spoilers, but so
Yeah.
it was a little confusing because it's like, wait, so are they just giving it to him because he hasn't gotten it before, or
But
what?
then-
Okay,
We'll
this is what I was.
We'll
Yeah.
discuss,
Okay, this is what I was gonna say.
But yeah, I mean, well, we can discuss it now too if we want to.
I kind of. Do you think Aaron feels bad? Do you think it's like an imposter's Star Baker because he's like, look, I know I didn't earn it, but it's like, it's Tom and Jasmine clearly at the top, and
Yeah.
they're like, well, we can't give it to them again. That would be crazy. Aaron's right there. Let's just give it to him, even though Tom and Jasmine both got a handshake this episode.
Sure.
Aaron only came in third in the technicals behind Jasmine and Tom. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
he
Behind
very
Jasmine and
clearly
just
was.
Jasmine.
Oh, right. Leslie was
But
first.
yes.
But still, it's just like he very clearly was not the Star Baker this week, but it was just sort of like, well, just give it to him.
Well, it's so funny because they haven't done that in the past. My sweet boy with long hair
Sure.
got back-to-back Star Bakers.
Yeah.
So it really did feel like it really was a thing where like producer brain starts to go and maybe thinks that things were shot because I felt like
Mhm.
in the signature challenge, it was shot in a different order because I felt like Aaron was feeling way more crestfallen than he should have based
Sure.
on like the good review he was
Yeah,
getting.
yeah.
And I was like, it feels like they've already looked at Tom's
Right.
Uh-oh.
because they're saying good things.
Yeah.
And they only had one minor thing, which most bakers on a good day, if there was only one thing wrong, you'd be like, hell yeah. And he
Yeah.
just kind of was like,
It wasn't as good as Tom.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
right.
and so I was like, I wonder if that's the thing where like they saw Tom's first, gave him the shake, and then they saw Aaron's, and they're
Right.
like, fuck, well, I don't give two
Yeah.
back-to-back shakes.
Yeah.
The
There's a
handshake
shake
thing
limit.
is so not a perfect science, and it's like kind of frustrating because it's like they should have given him a handshake on this. If they gave him a handshake on this showstopper, it would have really
Yeah, solidified
would've made
why the
sense.
pick. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Jasmine, I do think so Jasmine's won the last 2 episodes, I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure, right?
Mhm.
So she got Star Break. So I do think she was stronger than Tom
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
she obviously got higher in the technical and everything else was fine. And she got a handshake on this showstopper.
But that's what I mean. Is that's like if you're getting a handshake in any episode, in any season, period. That's Star Baker material, right?
Yeah.
If you're getting it in the showstopper, that's extremely difficult to do. That should also be Star
Yeah.
Baker. So why give it to Aaron? It feels like they
Yeah.
gave Aaron Star Baker in lieu of a handshake. They're like, we acknowledge we
Right.
made a mistake in not giving you a handshake.
Right,
Here's
right.
Star
So
Baker's
maybe it was that.
consolation.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is better.
You know what? I think
I
that's
guess.
kind of what I
Uh-huh.
felt too.
Yeah,
it was
'cause
very weird week.
Yeah.
yeah, a little definitely like not thought through on their part. And then I think Aaron has done really well. Like last episode, he wasn't in line for Star Biker by the end, but he was for the first 2, and I think they felt like he's really showing up. He's actually doing a great job. There's been some like some things where he's fallen below, but I almost think it was a little unfair last week that they demoted him so far just for his final showstopper
Yeah.
I
for being
definitely
like flat. But yeah,
I think Aaron has the potential to go the distance, but also Aaron has the potential to get in his own way because it is clear whenever he simplifies and executes, he nails it. But the thing is there's also the ceiling to that, right? Where it's like he can only do simple super well, and the moment he does something else, he starts to lose track of time. Things start to
You would
fall
call that
apart.
piano simple?
Well, I just mean that, when I'm looking at the fucking tower that Tom and Jessica built,
Yeah.
like when you look at it, and I think you're right. I think it was not simple, but for me, I'm like, I'm so afraid he's just gonna like do me dirty like I was done last time, where it's like the pressure hits and everything's breaking apart, and then I'm at the finish line watching my champion.
I think it's racism.
Ooh.
I'll say it.
oh,
I think once Aaron wore a do-rag into the tent, Paul Hollywood was like, it's not even like explicit racism. It's just like that implicit bias where he's like, this baker isn't good enough.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give him a handshake. He's got to work twice as hard to get half as much.
Oh, I like this.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
like this. Yeah. I don't like
see that.
racism.
This
but
is
I like
how
this.
this is how the system works. If you're a white Potter pan and you've never seen an illustration in action, this is my like conspiracy theory. And the thing is, like, there's plausible deniability. You could deny it all day.
Yeah.
But from where I'm sitting, I'm kind of like, I don't see why Aaron didn't get a handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me lose my mind. But we'll see. There's still a lot of season left.
Sure,
So there's a way that Paul can prove us wrong if we see Aaron get a handshake.
Yeah.
But he also did
Yeah,
make
I
that
don't know.
Pokemon comment. So he is on thin ice this
Yeah,
season.
Right. There have been some offenses. I think there is something I've noticed this season of just they do find a favorite pretty early. Like they do love Tom, as we've discussed before. Like they kind of, and again, he could be that great. We're not there tasting it.
Sure.
We're not there seeing the
Sure.
whole
Yeah.
And
edit.
his bakes look impressive.
Yeah, so
I believe
clearly
it. I
that's
believe
good.
he's that good.
But
Yeah.
I've kind of, even on parts where he's messed up, like they overlook it a little easier. You know, all this stuff, it's like a little, so I kind of, I'm a little wary
It's
as
just
well.
to Iffy's point. If Paul Hollywood in the postmortem is like, that piano is one of the best things I've ever seen made during Chocolate Week, I'm like, then why didn't he get a handshake?
Yeah.
And
Right.
at the same time, I am also like, by your own metric, you gave a handshake to both Jasmine and Tom this episode, and you're just giving Aaron a consolation star baker. None of this really makes that much sense to me.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
Anyway,
And I would say, and like not to, again, subjective, but we'll get to, we can cover Jasmine's too. Jasmine's apparently was amazing, but like as far as like a theme goes, hers was like a chocolate tree, and it was just like
Right.
kind of like a very fancy fondue
it was like
thing, but
she made a
thematically-
fondue fountain
Yeah.
out of edible things. Like
Yeah.
instead of just like
Yeah,
a glass bowl, she made a chocolate bowl.
right, which is cool. I mean, obviously it looked amazing and apparently
Yeah,
it tasted great, and everything was baked perfectly. But I'm like, everybody was going for like these big themes
Yeah.
because that was part of the thing, and they
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
really comment on that element.
Yeah.
And she got a handshake, so okay, it must have been that good. But you know what I mean. And also these handshakes, it seems like they're done in the heat of the moment, which is when you are the most racist. You know what I mean?
True.
That's like when
That's
that comes out
true.
because you're not thinking.
Yeah.
So
Heated gamer moments. You
just
know?
saying. Yeah.
Okay, the only other thing I'll say about Aaron's bake is I wish he would have left it tall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? He
Oh, I was
initially
so
made
nervous.
the piano so tall, and he's like, I gotta fix that. And I was like,
awesome.
let it be a tall piano. I think that's kind of funny.
That was so nerve wracking when he was slicing the legs because I was
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
so fragile.
Yeah.
But yeah, he made it work. But yeah, the tall leg piano, that'd be
Oh,
sick.
man. Yeah. And our
yeah.
boy Toby dodged a bullet because
Oh God.
that was a stinker.
Yeah.
Everything.
Which one was Toby's?
Campsite Delight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about Campsite Delight. His
also-
was bad.
I was feeling bad about Leslie not kind of thinking through the logistics of, because I was like, oh, I see where you were thinking, but I think even best case scenario, there was definitely going to be some drippage between those
Oh,
gaps.
sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think
Right.
they should have
Yeah.
just been layered over each other instead of being so far apart.
I did think Toby's justification was funny, where he said that thing where he was like, I was going to make something else, like a pot, because I like cooking, and they told me it had to be a certain height, and so I decided that I liked camping instead. And by that, I mean I've gone camping twice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it was good when he's like, yeah, I've got it.
I love a self-aware person,
you know?
Yeah, it's like it's a theme. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to be in love with it. Yeah. He did his roasted pistachio, amaretto fondue, pistachio and chocolate Genoese baked element churros. He did say gutted when his was not
Okay,
working
yeah.
out, so he
Gutted.
gets half
I
a
saw
point for
that.
that.
Wow, yeah.
The dip was nice. The graham cracker was too hard. Cake was like horrible. Yeah, so he was on the bottom.
Nothing worked.
With
Yeah.
Nadia. Both of them are mine. Dare I say. Nadia did her ladies' day. So this was the one with the heels.
Yeah.
A real bummer. She
I
was
really
like,
wanted
it
it to
worked
work
every
out.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just seems to happen sometimes, especially if you're not having a good day already too.
Yeah,
It could
yeah.
just be, you know.
Hands are shaking.
So did she start
Yeah.
over on every single challenge?
Restart her. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she did.
She started the
Mhm.
shoes over in this one, yeah.
She definitely
so, yeah.
restarted the shoes. Yeah, and I think she did signature and technical. So yeah, she already got her half a point for that. But yeah, it was a bummer. The tempering was shiny. They were trying to give her compliments, but I think
Yeah.
ultimately they were
Yeah,
like, this isn't good enough.
it was just tough, knees weak, her arms were heavy,
Oh no.
vomit on her sweater, Letty, chocolate stiletti.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That one.
Chocolate
That could be
Stiletti.
a
Yeah,
shirt.
yeah.
That's my drag name.
Perfect. Yeah, she wait, what is Ladies' Day? I don't know Ladies'
Oh,
Day.
yeah, I didn't even look.
Yeah.
I guess it's a movie. It's a 40s movie,
Oh,
so
okay.
like kind of an old
Sure.
movie. We love it. Their heels. Okay. Jasmine,
This is
as we talked. Oh wait,
Ladies'
actually
Day,
we
and I
The
feel
feeling.
okay. This is Ladies' Day.
Ladies'
Oh, what a day.
Oh, what a day.
wow. Wonderful.
It's the British version.
Yes.
Right, when it's day over
Everyone's
there,
home by
it's
6
night
p.m.
over
in,
there,
in the
yeah.
UK, yeah.
It's 8 hours ahead or whatever. Okay, so Ian finally he did his Glenariff Park, and this is where he plans to propose. Very cute.
To Dervla.
Yeah, Derv.
You know, it's
yeah.
so funny. There's the part of me was like, oh, it's so cute, and then there's the cynical part of me was like, if they break up before
No,
this
yeah.
year,
Oh, no.
I will
You're
flip
just-
a table.
I know you're just sitting there fuming.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Never even.
Darla!
And we
Yeah,
said they've been together for like
hopefully-
7 years.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
long so hopefully it's all good and hopefully it happened already.
know.
I don't know.
I hope so.
He would post it on his
Oh
socials.
yeah,
right
yeah.
now,
Check
right?
check that
True.
bread account.
Let's
Bread
see.
Daddy, something like that.
Oh, it's like
Bread
or
Bread Goblin,
something.
bread something.
Yeah, bread.
Ian Bread,
Loaf
it'll come up.
bread.
Loaf boy or something. Okay.
I feel like a mom trying to remember the name of a celebrity.
Right.
Bread Daddy,
He was
Loaf
in the,
Boy.
yeah, he was in that movie.
Dough Kid.
Buns Buddy. Irish cream, modeling chocolate, bourbon cream, honeycomb. Oh yeah, I had honeycomb. That's cool. Bourbon biscuit, stepping stones. They said it looked like something out of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
did kinda have
yeah.
that.
Looked very mystical.
Yeah, they
and
really
again, a
liked
good
it.
flow. You pour at the top of the tree, it comes down to the bottom of the tree.
Yeah, that was another one.
Great.
Between his and Natalia's had that good flow.
Thug
Yeah.
loaf. is
Thug
his-
loaf.
Thug loaf.
I
So
should
close.
say-
Bread boy.
Yep, I was right.
Oh, they
They're
did.
married?
They
They
did propose.
Oh my god!
Yay!
It worked out. Oh, cute. Yeah, and it looks like his chocolate fountain.
He
Like,
nailed it.
Yeah, it has that nice.
That's a called
waterfall
shot. That was
in the
a
park.
flash forward.
Oh yeah, and then he showed the
Oh,
waterfall.
beautiful. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he really
on
nailed the
his
waterfall.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Thug
yeah.
loaf.
Really good job.
Okay,
So
now I'm
glad
looking.
to know it worked
Oh,
out.
this is adorable.
And his practice proposal in the tent.
Oh, it looks
was-
like they take a picture in front of it every year.
Oh
And
wow!
this
Oh,
was
this
the-
is their
that's a good
little
idea.
tradition. Okay,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is
Well,
cute.
then, yeah,
I'll-
that's the
I'll
place to
have to-
propose.
He really
I
is
got 5 more years
a
then.
glorious short king.
Short king.
She's got a solid 6 inches on him.
tall
Yeah.
queen. Yeah, nice.
Love
Love it.
this. Love this.
Love a height gap in the less practiced direction.
And I was like, damn, me and Ian have literally the same type. Look at Noel saying, "Yay,
Oh my
congrats
God.
to you both.
Noel looking like Derv. Too funny.
Congrats to you
It's
both."
a good
If
look.
you
It's a
ever,
good
uh,
look.
Noel Greg.
Follow up with any of the pots or pans who shot their shot at you.
I couldn't find them in the DMs.
Oh, I think
So-
somewhere in the comments.
Somewhere comments.
Maybe? I don't
somewhere-
know.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't,
I get
take
it.
some time.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you
Logging
don't hear
back
Yeah,
in.
Iffy for the next 20
yeah,
minutes,
he's right.
got his
It's
phone
'cause
out.
he's directly DMing you. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so that covers all our beautiful showstoppers. And obviously, in deliberations, we finally have one this time. So, in line for Star Baker, it's to no surprise that it's the 2 people who got the handshake and the one who didn't, Jasmine,
Yeah.
Tom, and Aaron.
yeah.
Yeah.
In trouble, Toby and Nadia, both mine, LOL. And the Star Baker goes to Aaron. Big surprise,
anymore.
but also,
Yeah.
yeah, we're a
controversial
little
choice.
miffed. Yeah, so going home, Nadia. LOL. Yeah, I mean, she was not having a good week.
I'll just pile on with Toby's points. Did you give him a half point for the tier?
Oh, Toby got a tier?
Oh yeah. What? Because he
Oh, I
knew
didn't
he
see
was on
that.
the bottom.
Yeah.
And as they were like coming out, like, I've got the horrible job this week of announcing who's going up. They cut to a close up of him, and it's
He walked
it's
away
like
with
the I'm trying to think of a specific reference. When we were kids, there was a PSA about Native Americans, and there was the guy with the one single solemn
yes.
tear down his cheek. He had that. He had one.
Wow.
Toby
Yeah.
had one tear.
One tier.
One tear.
Okay, so then he gets half a point. Didn't know about that one, so we'll add that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Crying. Okay. Tearful Toby. That's a turn. No, I'm just kidding.
From
All
Techie
right.
Toby to
Techie
Tearful Toby.
to Teary Toby. Okay, great. So we'll go through this points breakdown then. We had 2 handshakes from Paul
Wow.
Ha.
Huge week.
to Tom and Jasmine. They both get 2 points for that. Crying Toby gets half a point. Restarting an element. Toby and Nadia both did that for half a point.
Yeah.
Technical third goes to Aaron for half a point. Technical second to Jasmine for a point. Technical first to Leslie for a point and a half.
Uh-huh.
Toby said gutted. He gets half a point for that. In line for Star Baker was Jasmine, Tom, and Aaron for a point each. And Star Baker goes to Aaron for 2 points. So that gives us so I have to adjust because I got half a point more with the crying Toby. But Mike, you get 4 points this week.
I don't
Very
like that
well
you said my
done.
name first, but okay.
And then both me and Iffy get 5 points.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Fiver.
Wow. go.
Okay.
So Iffy, that means you now have 14.5 points total. Mike, you have 20.5 points.
20 and a half.
And I have 24 points.
I can catch up.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
We
I
have
can't.
No,
You could.
Well, you could.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, too. I just lost Nadia, which means I have 2 bakers left. Mike has 2 bakers left. You have 3 bakers left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you
so
got
yeah,
more
so you
scoring
have
potential.
Yeah, you have more scoring potential despite even though you're in third. But like, yeah, we've had some high scoring episodes. Obviously, Paul's handing out these handshakes to all the white bakers he likes. So there's a lot of potential here to jump ahead, fall behind, whatever.
All right.
But yeah, so very excited. Any final thoughts on Chocolate Week?
Can we do some mailbag stuff?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Because I actually forgot to do mailbag last episode, so I have to catch up. And I'll
Okay.
just run through this very quickly.
Yeah, I didn't see anything in the emails. It's all you.
Duffy asked if we could maybe do like a Discord for folks who don't have friends in real life who want to play in a league.
Yeah. We have gotten that ask of a Discord generally.
Yeah.
I'll cook up a Discord.
Okay,
if
if
you
you might
will
have to
cook up a
guy to do
Discord.
that, 'cause I don't know too much about it.
Chris shared a video of Jessica and Ian picking apples on each other's shoulders. That was adorable. Okay. Also, I'll just say as a general blanket thing, sometimes Pots and Pans will tag us in a story, and I don't look at my phone for 24 hours.
Oh,
so
I
just
know
miss
that
it.
happens.
So,
I think
sorry.
for me too. Yeah.
Sorry if that applies to you. If you're like, I tagged them in a story, why didn't they reply? We just didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sometimes it's tough.
Potter Pan Lauren confirmed that Coconut Shy is a Neopets game and was playing Neopets as they were listening to us.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's back.
Yeah.
It's back. By the way,
I didn't realize it was back.
But yeah,
I
I did
learned
remember.
there's a whole controversy about the paints that you get, and like
paintbrushes.
They paint brushes,
Oh.
and then because they updated the Neopets
In current Neopets?
Yeah, they updated how they look, and then they offered like a paid feature to get a paintbrush that give you an
Oh.
older look, but it was a modified thing, and people were mad about
Oh,
it.
like why did I pay for this? New
Yeah, I wanted
updated-
the OG,
Yeah.
and you didn't give me the OG.
Oh, so
That's
Neopets
true.
is like you can pay it now? That's dangerous.
yeah.
Because
Like
I'm gonna
money.
log on tonight.
I mean, they've definitely played with different monetizing things over the years. But yeah, it's back.
Wow.
Download Flash.
Okay,
Get your Adobe Flash.
Log into Neopets.
But yes, Coconut Shy. I remember being very difficult.
I don't remember that game at all for some reason. I even looked at screenshots and I was like, I never went to this land.
It was it must have been like a part. It was like not.
It was like the
it wasn't a
rundown
Flash game.
fairgrounds.
Yeah, it was some sort
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like special thing maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Katie wrote in and also had bagged milk as a kid, K through 12,
Oh my God! Thank God.
in Northeast Ohio, not Southern California.
Okay. Yeah.
So there are pockets of the country that did bagged milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just the silliest.
Not
I
me.
mean, you
Yeah.
stabbing a straw into a
Did
bag.
you have bagged milk as a kid?
No, not at
it's
all. My
insane.
dad
Cartons.
tried to do the whole dry milk thing for a while, and I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
never. This sucks.
Wait, what is that?
Like
It's
powdered
like
milk.
powdered milk,
Oh,
and then
and
you
you
add
add
water
water.
to it. And
Yeah,
you know, it's just something he found at the African store, and he was like, "Oh, maybe these would be cheaper." And and it was ass.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Sometimes, the cheaper things can be bad.
Did you ever have like powdered chocolate milk? Because I did
Oh,
that.
like Nesquik
Nes-
and Ovaltine.
Nesquik,
Ovaltine.
yeah, Nesquik is the American version. I think Ovaltine is bigger in
Yeah.
some countries. Milo is the big one in the Philippines, but I've
Oh,
seen in other
yeah.
countries.
I
I
fuck
think
with
that's
Milo
like
heavy.
in Africa too.
That's
There
good.
like a
Yeah.
lot
I
of
see
stores stock Milo.
Yeah, I was fucking with Milo.
Yeah. Milo and
Can
Ovaltine.
be good.
When I was a kid, I'd just take like a spoonful and just like crunch it
Yeah.
like sand.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's really good.
Sand milk.
More
Yeah.
Ovaltine, please.
Yeah,
Let
exactly.
me crunch that Ovaltine.
Yeah.
Can cinnamon challenge
Yeah.
it.
Okay, that's it for the mailbag.
Okay, thanks everybody for writing in. Yeah. Well, any final thoughts? I guess rolling into next week. I don't know what it is going to be next week. They didn't tease it.
They didn't say. Yeah, no
So,
idea.
Who knows? It could
Fingers
be-
crossed for another Mexican week.
Yeah, let's bring it back. Oh, gosh.
Filipino week.
Honestly.
If only to hear the weird way they say Filipino.
Yeah.
Filipino.
And all the non-Filipino things they would try to ascribe to.
Filipinos.
Yeah.
This is that, right?
We love the Filipino culture. Like, I'm sorry, but basil, and then all the. I was like,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on, y'all.
Yeah, celebratory.
Sometimes
boy,
they get it
can't
right.
do that.
Sometimes I'm
Can't be
like,
doing
okay,
that.
this does sound like the better way to say it.
There is a baked good.
Basil.
I want to get ahead of this. I feel like someone's going to write on this. There is a baked good called Filipinos
Oh, right. you
in
talked
Europe,
about
like
that.
Spain and Portugal. I've seen it on shelves. They're it's a packaged cookie. It's like an Oreo.
Okay.
It's like a shortbread ring coated in chocolate. They're pretty good. I've heard of them. That's kind of all there is to say about it.
So
So they
almost
could
a
do
little
that.
bit like Milanos. in a
Ooh.
way.
Yeah, I think like culturally probably occupies this. It's on the same shelf as a Milano.
Okay.
Like a Pepperidge Farm might
Yeah,
make it.
yeah.
Man, the Milano quality fell off. You guys notice this?
No, I haven't had a Milano recently.
Don't.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Sierra
No, I mean,
says.
this was probably about 10 years ago, but I used to be a big Milano head.
Okay.
And then at some point they changed the packaging. I think just Pepperidge Farm must have undergone either different ownership or different
Yeah.
formula, and it got smaller, it got less delicious, more artificial tasting.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll
So
speak to
bad.
my personal experience, and I don't know if this bears out business-wise, but like I feel like as I became an adult, store-bought baked goods were less appealing to me because I was like, I have disposable income, and there's 10 bakeries nearby. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
interesting. You're
that
like, I'm
became
gonna
very
go
much
to-
like a shop local thing for me, where it's just like I
Yeah.
can get a good cookie anywhere. Why would I buy it at the supermarket?
Yeah.
I don't know if that resonates like business wise. You know what I mean? I don't know if like Pepperidge Farm is not doing well over the last 10 years because their client base is just like, why would I buy this?
Yeah.
Because bakeries are more prevalent now. This is strictly anecdotal. This is like my gut instinct.
Well,
I
but
don't
I
know.
see what you
Interesting.
mean. Yeah,
Mhm.
with the crumble cookies popping
Yeah,
up everywhere.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. There's
Yeah.
been like a kind
Once
of
like
trendy
like
thing.
cupcakes became like a thing in the 2000s, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right, the cupcake vending machines.
Or like I think ice cream is the same way. It's like I don't really buy store-bought ice cream because like artisanal ice cream shops kind of like when we were kids there was like one neighborhood ice cream shop, and now there is like every town has like a Salt and Straw and a Jenny's and a something and something local, and it's like
yeah. Even like in the span of where I'm at, we have Afters, we
Mhm.
have a Jenny's,
Mhm.
we have a Magpies,
Mhm.
Whoa.
and then we have a Scoops.
Here's the thing. You and I live in different neighborhoods, and I have all those exact
Oh,
same
no.
things. So
Oh,
just
no.
like, there's, you know what I mean? Like, why
That's a
would
good
I,
point.
like, Ben and Jerry's was the only scoop shop when we were kids that was
Yeah.
like kind of reliably
For
found
us,
anywhere.
it was Thrifties.
Thrifties,
Thrifties.
Haagen-Dazs, but now it's like there's just tens more options.
Yeah.
So why would I go to the supermarket and buy a pint? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like if you're, especially if you if you don't have kids who want ice cream or whatever, then you're like, well, if I'm gonna do that, I'll probably go like spend on something nice, like
Right,
once every so
yeah.
often, rather than like
I'm gonna tell you
having
something.
this tempting.
And it also
carton.
feels a little bit more health conscious to be like, you can have this cup of ice cream and not,
Right.
we bought a
Like, well,
carton
yeah,
at
'cause
home and
if
you
you
can
have a
scoop out a
carton,
whole
it's like-
bowl. Yeah.
It does
Yeah.
tempt you.
Or
Yeah.
not even a carton. We used to have the bucket.
Yeah,
Bucket.
yeah.
Bucket.
Value size bucket.
And that's like there's no bottom to that.
Yeah.
You could eat that all in
Go
one
forever,
day.
yeah.
You could just
Yeah.
you
You
could
got
just
all
do
that,
that.
chocolate left in your Neapolitan.
Yeah. Wait,
That's the one you don't want.
I loved Neapolitan because I loved getting all three.
All three, yeah. No, I'd be scooping strawberry and vanilla.
Interesting. Yeah, I could see that because something about you're like maybe vanilla doesn't really like add much anyway. So
Yeah,
you're just
then my
like,
dad
oh, just
out
a
of-
strawberry and vanilla.
Out of nowhere, started buying Spumoni, and I was like, "What the fuck?
Oh my
is
gosh.
this? This isn't
New
the
Jersey
same
Neapolitan.
shit. This is not the same shit.
Yeah.
What is all this extra
Pistachio?
shit?
Yeah.
What? That's a
And it's
nut.
never good pistachio.
That's a nut.
That's if you have like if you go to one of those like cool scoop shops.
Yeah.
The pistachio tastes like pistachio.
Yeah.
That Spumoni ass pistachio, the neon green, it just tasted like acid. It was like, what was this battery flavored ice cream? Ew.
Yeah.
Adds a little twist. But yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
That's it.
right in. Okay. Thank you.
And what you scooping?
Oh.
Yeah, let us know what you're scooping.
Yeah.
Give us a scoop on your scoop.
At
Ooh.
TV Chef Fantasy or your local bakery. You know what
what
I
are
mean?
you
Are you still hardcore Pepperidge Farms? Let us know.
Yeah.
I want to know why.
Apologist. Let us know.
Or do you just live in like a not a food desert, like a bakery desert where it's just like no one around here makes a good
Right.
cookie, so
If I
I'm
need-
gonna buy Pepperidge
Yeah.
Farms.
I gotta buy these bagged cookies. Okay. Crushed it. Okay. Thanks, guys. If you like this podcast, share it with someone. But also, please go to MaximumFun.org/join, where you can support us for as little as $5 a month. Thank you so much. It really helps us out. It keeps us making this. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, of course, you can always drop us a line at Instagram at TV Chef Fantasy League. Also follow us, or you can send us an email at chef@MaximumFun.org. I always check those. If you're doing your own Great British Bake Off or Bake and Show Fantasy League with friends, please tag us and tell us how you're doing. We also have a bunch of merch. I didn't wear the hat today, but there's obviously a TV Chef Fantasy League commissioner hat. There's winner and loser stuff. It's all great. Check it out at maxfunstore.com. That also helps support us. And for full unedited episodes, you can check us out on YouTube. Thank you again to my co-host Mike Cabalon and Ify Wadiwe. Thank you.
Yes.
TV Chef Fantasy League is a Maximum Fun production. Our producer is Valerie Moffat. Our engineer is Gabe Mara. Our theme song is by Dylan Van Auken. Our artwork is by Sabrina Volante. Follow us on Instagram and YouTube at TV Chef Fantasy League.